Eyewitness News begins with breaking news this morning. Gunfire on South Street in South Philadelphia. That shooting leaves 3 people dead and 11 other people injured. Today is Sunday, June 5th. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to CBS 3 Eyewitness News this morning. Now streaming live on CBS News Philly, I'm Jan Carabeo. Let's get you right to that breaking news now. Philadelphia police have described an absolutely terrifying and chaotic scene. Multiple shooters firing into a crowd of people on South Street, leaving again 3 people dead and 11 wounded. One of the guns recovered there on the scene had an extended magazine. Eyewitness News reporter Ross DiMattei has been making his way around that scene all morning long. He joins us again live with the latest. Ross.
Jan, as you know, South Street gets really packed on a Saturday night, especially in the summertime. So I want you to picture just hundreds of people gathered right on this block, right around midnight last night, just enjoying maybe a drink, some late night food, when all of a sudden multiple shooters started actively shooting into a crowd of people, bullets flying everywhere, absolutely terrifying stuff. Now, police just within the last half hour have opened up this stretch of South Street from that investigation, and we found these bullet holes in some windows behind us. We actually spoke with a neighbor not too long ago who said those are not related to this shooting, that they have been there for some time. So we're still trying to find out exactly where those shots were fired. But I do want to recap last night. Police say that this all started just before midnight when patrol officers in this area heard numerous gunshots coming from the 200 block of South Street. They say one of the officers witnessed the shooting firsthand and quickly fired at one of those shooters, getting them to drop their weapon.
He was within about 10 to 15 yards of the shooter, watching this person shoot into the crowd when the officer engaged that shooter. And as a result of that brave officer, that individual, again, we're uncertain whether he was struck or not, but the officer was able to get that individual to drop his gun and flee.
And police were also able to recover 2 handguns at the scene, one of them with an extended magazine, but not before 14 people in total were hit by gunfire and taken to nearby hospitals. Police say 3 of those victims, 2 men and 1 woman, were pronounced dead after arriving at the hospital with multiple gunshot wounds to the body. We don't yet know the extent of the injuries to the other 11 people who were hit by gunfire. Back out here live, we're showing you some of those what we believe are gunshots to windows at some businesses right here on South Street. Like I mentioned, one neighbor told us he walks his dog here pretty much every weekend morning, and he says those 3 larger gunshots in those windows are not new. Those have been there for some time, but he believes the one shot above the window may be from last night's shooting. Now, police tell us that there are many surveillance cameras in this area from all these businesses here. They're combing through that footage. They believe that could be the clue to finding those shooters who are still at large this morning. We're live on South Street. Ross DiMattei, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
That investigation only just beginning.